Back. All right. So here we are. We're in the basement. We're in the left unit, and it has its own furnace, a 90. And I don't know if I like this room to the fact that this furnace doesn't have enough makeup air. I would recommend more makeup air. I recommend changing this door to a louvered door at least, and changing that to a louvered door to help that out. The filter probably needs to be changed wherever that thing's at every month. Okay, the tenant told me they just changed it. And then the ductwork may need cleaning. Okay, now this is the back wall, and outside you saw from the previous video the conditions we had. Well, it leaks. Okay, so this back wall has moisture intrusion, and it's causing mold and mildew to probably grow behind this drywall. It's a little bit of a musty odor, and also it's causing the tiles to fail. And the tenant also said that it happens when it rains, so this is not a one-time occurrence. So the downspout, it looks like I'm getting disconnected, but we're back on. Okay, so here we have a washer and dryer vent. Looks like it's working, and these are the tenants, so we're not going to look at those. The stove is the building. It's old. It needs a clip for the back so it doesn't flip over, kids step on it. And the refrigerator is the tenants. They are running a dehumidifier down here to control some of this moisture, but regardless, they're going to have to do some water management. That's the main clean out. Let's move it on. We're in the basement, lower level. The tile floors look okay. We're in the bathroom here, and the sink is kind of old. You can see it's getting a little rusted. The GFI and the upper floor didn't work, so but this one works fine. I'm sorry, the GFI in the kitchen is defective. It needs to be replaced. The toilets all work pretty good. Okay, they're a little bit loose here, so you may have to put a new wax seal in, otherwise you might get some leakage. Not as big of a deal on the lower level, but a big deal on the upper level. I recommend changing wax seals every 5 to 8 years. Okay, some of the doors will need to be adjusted, and there is no plumbing leaks per se today. Okay, we didn't see any. I also took photos of this. You can see here I ran the water, and the traps look good, and they're not leaking. Moving along, we're still in the basement. We are on the back wall of the house, and what happened here was the power went out, and they had a sub pump failure, and you know what happens, right? So they had a dewatering company come in, and they cut the drywall from the base, and they used green drywall, but green drywall is not going to stop mold, okay, or leaks. So this is superficial. It looks good today, but the other room adjacent to this is leaking. So this is the same drain tile. They'll need to be redone. So this is good today. It's not going to last. The windows are fine, except they're kind of older. They're aluminum clad. A lot of times these aluminum clad windows are defective. However, they appear to operate. The tenants use them, and they said they work. Okay, now they do probably need adjustments. Sometimes you need to, that's from the door. It's better. Door stoppers work. Yeah, they work better.
We have one. It's just the boards are off and everything.
Okay, so they have a door stopper. We're in the basement. Now this house is a 2-family. So the first floor's got the basement. There's to the garage. And if you notice, the garage, it's going to need weather stripping, so cold air is going to come in here. And not only that, but the garage gets flooded every time it rains. We talked about that in an earlier video. All right, here is a little difficult for myself to get into, but this has a sub pump. And the sub pump basically failed when the power goes out in the basement flood. That's going to happen all the time. So you're going to need a battery backup, sub pump, and you're going to want to make sure this is accessible so you can get to it. And you want to seal the lid with a 100% sealed lid, because high vapor pressure, in other words, moisture will rise from a sub pump and cause moisture in the home. So I recommend a radon cover. Okay, the doors are a little beat up. One of the doors upstairs actually has a hole in it. The floor in here is fine. They did some work, and it looks like they're still under renovation, like trim work still has to be done, things like that. Outlet covers. Low voltage phone cable are not inspected. I don't do that, so I don't do internet or nothing like that. And I did test. Most of the outlets were properly wired, with exception of one that's not working in the kitchen. Kind of going up. There's no handrails. We need handrails. And you have a doorbell?
No.
You need a doorbell. Handrails coming up this way. And trim's still missing. The upstairs is very nice. The tenants are very clean. They like plants. And it's got a cold air return. Don't ever block that cold air return. The bedrooms are nice. The closets are missing doors. And here, I'm not doing this. I'd like to get up here, but I can't because it's screwed together. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 9. I ain't taking that down. 9 screws. And I don't know if insulation's going to fall. Then I have to clean all this. I'm not in that. So we'll talk about that in 1 second. No doors for the closets. Those closet doors are a pain anyways. So I would say put up some curtains. Because other than that, you can be fixing them forever. There's our hole. Now the problem when you have, you're missing the drain screen, is toothbrushes and things like that are going to fall in there and you have problems. So you need to fix to replace this mechanism here. This toilet works, shower works. And what happens also, if you don't have deflectors, water will leak and cause problems right there. So get some deflectors for the shower, and you may have to regrout sometime in the future. Here you can see where it is rotted. All right, see that? That's because the water runs in there, and that goes down the basement to the ceiling, causes mold. We got to fix that and stop this problem. Floors are okay, and oh, look at this.
Yeah, I just have one too.
Ready? Ta-da! The magic splash guard kit. Yeah, well, we can use that, but we still got to fix our problem. Then we got some telegraphing dings and dents coming through the floor. Maybe the floor wasn't exactly level when they put this down. This bedroom is nice. No lights, so you got switches in these rooms. So you have to have lights connected to switches. The doors are missing. We talked about that. And don't block your cold air returns, okay? You probably need smoke detectors in both bedrooms and the hallway, and we need a carbon monoxide detector. The furnace works, it's on, so it heats. Now this door, the problem with this door, and this could also be the problem downstairs, is that the sill plates and the door header is rotted. So it rains, all the rain comes from the southern western exposure, runs down the siding and goes right into the basement. So a lot of our water problem could also be contributed to this door. And I would say fix the door, fix the header, fix the band joist, fix the stairs, waterproof it, seal it, and then if it still leaks, then of course we have to waterproof. Dishwasher's old, stove is older. Due to older appliances, you might want to get appliance warranty. And it looks like that cabinet could have been nailed better, or at least installed neater. Okay, the cabinet are old, countertops are old. You might have to do splash block sealing. You can see the splash blocks here. Water's going to get in there and cause problems. So seal that. And we need an anti-tipping device for the stove. We probably don't want to have exposed electrical wires. Okay, floors. These peel and stick floors. They're okay. They don't last forever. And this concludes this unit. I guess we're going to have 4 videos, so we'll do another video next door. Hey, I see a bunch of you guys are on. Hey, thanks for coming on. Please rate, subscribe. Also, I might not leave this up very long. I do have a book on Amazon and Audible called Fix Your Toxic Home and Live Longer. I have a waterproofing book, and so check that out. If you got problems around the country, just Google, call Marko with a question, M-A-R-K-O. There's a small fee, and I'll solve your house problem, your building science problem, your older problem, whatever, over the phone, probably within 15 minutes. Hey, come back in 20 minutes, and we're going to do the second unit. I'm not going to disclose the location of this place or the address. So let's just say we're in Minnesota. Hey, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, the